Is that better? Is that better? Oh man, Koala. Welcome. Thanks for being first in the chat. It was not meant to be muted. All right, there it is. There it is. I said, Koala, hopefully you got signed up for the new tournament, Koala. What's up, Gorilla? What's up, Cameron? On the plane. Probably not tonight. My plan is to go guest free tonight and just play, Gorilla. But let's set something up now that you're GS Pro and Spica. And are you playing at your house now already? We'll have to set up a night to play together. I'm gonna play a round or two tonight and just chill, try to catch up. I've been so busy lately, it's been unbelievable. I think since last Saturday, we had something Saturday night, Sunday night. I traveled, Monday. I saw you Monday. We had tournament, Paynes Valley, then the tournament, then travel home. One night home. I had one night home, and then I got thrown a surprise party. And then we had guests all weekend, and it was a blast, and I'm super grateful. It was a lot of fun. But man, it's been like 10 days of just running hard. So tonight I'm just gonna kind of chill, see you guys, and say hi. Maybe play a round, see if I can see if the back can hold up. Maybe for a round, and probably play pretty casually and just chat with y'all. Just catch up with y'all, see how y'all doing. Same place, only about 15 away. Oh, nice. I'm gonna work out there. Oh, it's one of those places that's got workout and golf. I like that. Might be a good way to do it is incorporate a gym with the build. I feel like that could work really well. Birthday party was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. I feel like I was still recovering. Last couple days. Last night I fell asleep early without even any warning. I fell asleep sitting straight up and down on the couch. So it was great. It was great. Sim isn't going to work out at your house. Oh. Okay. That's a slight bummer, but if you're close, you can make it work. Crazy. Did anybody else get like arthritis in the fingers from hitting so much sometimes? Now and then I feel like I'm just feeling the sim golf from every angle sometimes. We are wearing a glove in the sim tonight, so that's good. You guys saw that clip. Yeah, Spike it probably didn't take long at all. Pretty plug and play-ish. But I got you. And then do you figure out you hook it up through USB and you got no issues? How's everybody else doing out there? You guys doing good? Just working on a little. The CLM, not yet, Cameron. Not yet. I don't have any yet. Have you seen any new info out there? Is there something, anything I've missed? It's been the busiest summer I can remember. It's been crazy. It's been in a good way, but it's been such a busy summer. It's been loaded. Got you. No issues on USB, huh? What they do with pricing on other products? Yeah, it'll be interesting. That will be interesting. Interesting to see where the subscription goes with some of the others or some of the options. I feel like they've done a really good job with the M1 Pro as far as product wise. They got a great product there. I know it's got its own, little nuances for being a budget deal, but it's great. What's up, friend Golf? If you guys play GS Pro and you guys want to play in one of the TBG tournaments, one of the MySim setup tournaments, the link is down below there. You can get to the website. We do have a new tournament open for registration right now. It'll be a 2-man scramble. They're free to get in, and they're a lot of fun. You just got to be able to play in Discord. So. I'm just trying to swing till I feel loose and chat with y'all a little bit here to start off. I feel like it's been a minute since we've kind of just like caught up. I feel like it's just been busy. Get in on that koala, you may have to. I agree, it's pretty fun. We have a lot of fun. We're nearing the finals in the first one. It's not the first one, but it's the first one in the new style. We are really heely on every shot so far. Standing a little closer. Better back up a touch. But it don't matter. What else is new out there? Who already got in the tournament? Anybody out there already sign up for it? Any repeaters? What course is going to be played for the next tournament? Well, there's dozens of tournaments or dozens of courses, right? So I got to set up the itinerary for it. Really, you're in? Let's go. Let's go. I set up the itinerary. I try to just, I actually go through courses that we've recently played kind of and just try to find ones that were where the scores weren't crazy low. I don't want them to be too easy, but that we can play from 6,000 similar to how we play League. So I wanted to reflect somewhat how we play in League because that's where a lot of the handicaps are driven from. Find your way out. So Koala Bread, the tournaments on our site, we just run them through Discord. So you don't have to be you don't have to sign up necessarily for SGT. Now, if you don't have an SGT handicap, you may need to message me to get into it. So we have to figure out what your handicap's going to be for the first event. But they don't cost anything, and we just run them on the side. We run them through the Discord. They're a hoot though. You get paired with somebody random, you get to meet somebody, and you get to play against a lot of other people. You can go on the website and watch past events or past rounds. A lot of the videos, the VODs, the videos on demand for a lot of the past rounds and stuff are on the site already. You can go watch them. I feel pretty good tonight. Like just with some easier feeling swings, some better tempo, a little bit. Trying to move a little. Warm up a little bit more, then we'll go play. A couple more swings, I suppose. iron play has been very sharp lately. Been throwing irons right at the targets outdoors, which have been fun. Hitting a lot of good iron shots. And auto putt. What sim do you have, Koala? We have to help you figure out setting up putting. Little hooky there. All right, one more. I feel pretty loose. And getting a good feel for like where my swing's at. Trying to take it more outside a little bit, exaggerating it. Auto putt. Auto putt would be, usually the auto putt handicaps are not as good as the regular handicaps. Auto putt tends to be a little less forgiving than the regular stuff because guys can make putts, you know, outside of 10 feet for birdies and such. So, but an auto putt, you can't. So usually auto putt can be, a lot of times your auto putt handicap is worse than your main one. A lot of times. Let's try one more here. Those are pretty good for that stretch. Sometimes you do kind of find a feel. The tempo on the way back is probably my biggest, well, it's one of the things that can affect my entire composite of my swing. You get that tempo off and it's like, good luck. Which I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that. Driver wise, tempo is also a big deal. Let's hit a couple of drivers. I'm gonna swing quite easy tempo. Hey, OMG. OMG, how was your sunset picture, sunrise picture the other day? Good? Hopefully that went well. That ball actually had the ideal spin. Path was a little. I have a quad. It's just more about getting the feeling for distances, putting into the abyss. Yeah, putting into this. I didn't get putting down until I learned how to putt. Until I learned how to I trained. You start to get a feel for what miles per hour mean. Start to learn how to hit a 2 mile, 5 mile, 8 mile, 10 mile an hour putt. That helped me learn for sim putting. Getting a feel for the mile per hour and then converting that to what distance I had to hit it. Sounds crazy, but it's not that hard. Turn Virginia Beach. Or no, V. Yeah, right? Did I get that right? The running a leg shot to work on tempo. I haven't used a leg shot, but for me, it's just like, if I can just feel that slow takeaway, it helps me a lot. I just got to remember it when I'm nervous and when I'm frustrated. That's when that usually goes away on me. Because it affects the transition so much, you know. Somebody one time So quality, I'll go through what I did. So this is, I know miles per hour sound crazy. This maybe will help one of you out there, and the rest of you will think this guy's nuts. But I'm not the first guy to do it this way, or the last guy. So I had a hard time like getting a feel for sim putting. So what I did is there's these stimp charts that are out there. This is the wrong one. I didn't want to show you this one. See, this is the 8, 9, and 10 chart. There is a 11, 12, and 13 one. So what I did was like my screen in my room, if I hit a ball that rolls just to it, for me I have a cup there too. So if I hit a ball that rolls just into the cup at like normal roll into the cup speed, I took the stimp chart, which is like just a bunch of numbers, okay? And you'll see right here, I learned that when I roll it just into my screen, that's 17.5 feet in the game, and it's 5.5 mile an hour. But more importantly, it's 5.5 mile an hour. So when I roll it just into my screen, it's 5.5 mile an hour, okay? And then I started to get like a feel for like when I hit it, what I feel is pretty darn firm in my sim, that's 10 miles an hour. And over time, I started to try to feel, oh, what's 7.5 mile an hour? Because when I have a 30-foot putt, that's actually what I need is a 7.5 mile an hour putt when it's 30 feet. So you just, when you're playing a game that's like 11 mile an hour, or 11 stimp, if I have 11 course I'm playing tonight, and I'm 30 feet out, I'll just go to the chart. And I'll go down to the side and I'll go, oh, a 30-footer is 7.5. And I'm like, oh, I kind of have a feel for 7.5. And over time, now I have a feel for 30 foot, because when I see it, I just know. And so it's gone back and forth. But for me, the getting a good feel in the sim started with using miles per hour, getting a feel for mile per hour. And then the other thing is, my putt into my screen is 5.5 miles an hour. Like when my brother comes over and it's like, say it's stimp 12, I'll be like, well, on stimp 12, my screen is 19. My screen is 17.5. On stimp 13, my screen is 21 feet. So it helps just to say like, oh, the screen, if I put it all the way to the screen on 13, is 21 feet. So double the screen is 42 feet, etc. So I know it's side tangent, right? But I think that's, like I said, you'll either think I'm crazy, and maybe you'll print out one of these stimp charts, try it. But until I started like trying to figure out what a feel was in here using the numbers, because I couldn't get one visually like I do. I feel like you can visually feel a putt a little more so than you can in the sim, especially depending on what your setup is. Maybe you don't have flooring, maybe you don't have a cup to putt to, etc. So, all right, off the soapbox. First stuff. Don't like the legs yet? Print out at the office. At least like my brother, he doesn't like all the mile per hour stuff. He's a really, really good feel putter, but he does like to know how far is this cup if he putt. So then like on stimp 11, this is 17 feet. So then we also know that halfway to that cup is a 8 or 9 footer. So then he knows, oh, it's 8 or 9 feet. I got to put it halfway. It's probably more important on everything inside of 17 feet, because the longer ones, you just try to hit with a feel, and then you have a next putt inside, you know. So yeah, and like OMG said, you're always close enough to have your putts are inside the screen. Most of the time, yeah, eventually it gets down to a point where we're all putting from inside of the screen distance. You just need to start to get a feel for that. So if you just know the cup is 17 feet, it really helps you feel the rest. Why does that keep flashing? We're having phantom chair issues again. I have to turn it off. We're turning it off. We're not gonna deal with it. There we go. So that's what we do. We're gonna play Pro Tour this week, I think. I'll play Pro Tour right now. See how that goes. I've been switching putters outdoors. I've been trying everything on my putter. You guys ever get to the point where you're just like, putting is going so awry for you that you just throw a new one in the bag? I feel like I've done that every week this summer. Never really gotten into like my outdoor putting feeling super, super confident. It's been a rough Some are for putting, I would say. At the same time, I would say like my putting is not horrid. It's not the worst in the world, but if it's going bad, I go to claw grip. I have switched to cross-handed at a couple points during this season. I've switched to different putters. You know, just something to like get my mind off of like the putter, the putting stroke, but most of the time it's like having a good feel for the speed of the greens is what screws up putting. And a lot of that is just practicing speed outdoors. Driver seems decent. I wish the spin would go down, but this is the one I'm playing outdoors because the spin is up and I've been able to control it better outdoors. I've been playing this the last like 4 or 5 rounds. That spin's better. Launch a little low, but that's is the driver. Really want to get that driver out and try to get it here. That was my attempt to get it in to out. Get the driver in to out on in to out line. How much am I hitting up on it right now? That was 2.5 degrees up, that one. On average though, on average probably 4, Matt. Most of my high spin is from my across the line path with an open face. I haven't been coming in to out on it. The face has been open and early extension, adding some spin to it. Square up the path, the lower. The more I can get to in to out, and the more I can get the square the path. I can. Right now I have this head set up for a little bit more spinny. This is a pix ball, yeah. I'm not sure why I'm hitting a pix ball. It's just what I have in here. Like that one, that's more in to out. Actually, it is in to out. Up on the ball, and the spin drops, you know. So ideally, I could just get that path more into out, get that club in a better, try to get that club to come more down and less across, and that spin should drop as well. Absolutely, Koala. Pix ball doesn't cause issues for the pro. No, in fact, they actually say pix ball is a ball. They actually said if you have to mount the Pro DVX too low, is a good ball to use because it gives it more objects to track. So no, I don't believe it causes issues unless I'm mistaken. I think it's perfectly fine. But again, there's in to out. There's 3,000 spin though. This driver setup though, this setup on the regular QI35 head is going to give me a little bit more spin than the other one. You know what's crazy for me with path? For me with path lately, my swing thought, and this might be totally wrong. I'm not a swing coach. I get squared up with you guys. Probably right about there. My path lately, the feel that I've been thinking about, like up here, is more of a feeling of like, that's really aggressively going, but more of a feeling of like the window opening up that way, which is going to drop it inside. That's an exaggeration, right? But trying to get this, instead of this to go here and across, trying to get it to go more here. And then, so it's more just been a feel right about mid-hip of the head dropping that way. And nothing to do with like arms or shoulders or anything like that. It's just more of the feel of the hands and the head dropping that way versus coming that way for path. But what we all like have to feel to get our bodies and our club to do it is so different. And it depends on your like flexibility, dexterity, position at the top, all this stuff. I'll try to get another one into a path into out. I haven't been swinging into out at all on the driver. Very close, but what was the path there? Face open, out to in point one. That's very neutral. All right, one more. Again, I can't wear myself out on the driver, so I get hurt. That was out to in swing altogether. It's tough for me. It's tough for me to get it into out. On the driver, the hands tend to cast over the top a little bit. I get the club over the plane a lot. All right, one more into out try here. Try more aggressively. With the toe, let's see here, was that even into out? Out to in 0.3. Ah! I mean, I could do it by cheating. I could just throw my stance. I could just like aim everything that way. I'm trying to like get it into out on a squared up setup here. Into out 0.3 is all. The toe helping me draw it there and bring the spin down. Vida, what's up? Speed's climbing with each swing. Yeah, I got to be careful. I start to get oblivious to how hard I'm swinging, and the next thing I'm hurt. Ida, I love that. Ida, I love that we all have kind of gotten to know each other. Just met Aaron Paul. Aaron Paul, like Jake Paul, like Rue Paul, like like A Paul. I don't know if do I know Aaron Paul? Help me out. Normal 12 Saturday, white. Look, Ida, that picture of your daughter. How awesome was that, buddy? Very cool, man. All right, so sea level, normal 12, calm 6,500 feet. Here we go. Screwed up, played your league, lowered my handicap. Well, we got safeguard against handicap lowers. All right. That'd be the other way, wouldn't it? Breaking Bad, no way. Is he the which one is he? Is he the younger kid? Right? Or who is he? I should look it up. Is he the kid? The younger guy that works with him? That comes in with all the problems, always screwing things up? Is it him? Gotta be, right? It's gotta be. Jesse. There we go. That was the name I was searching for. You helped me out. That's cool, man. You get a picture with him? You get a picture? Or did you already say that? Pinkman. Yeah, Pinkman, huh? Good old Pinkman. What you talking about, Perry? Perry, what you talking about? He's getting ice cream with his daughter. No, yeah, that's cool. Totally get that. I always feel mixed about that too. My brother and I were just with, we were just at the bar stool, and we got pictures with. We did get a picture with both Riggs and Frankie, but they were kind of like At an event, in the mood to do it. You know, like we weren't the only ones. It wasn't like we saw them in public, you know. But got a picture with Riggs and Frankie. Got to meet him. Got to go bowling with Frankie. That was cool. I was literally turning it on, Lot P, as he said something. So I'm kind of gaslighting you right now. All right. Pro Tour. Pro Tour, Pro Tour. Can we hit one down the middle? This looks narrow. This is the. Feel like the audio's better? Why? Just because of the music? You can play good today? Well, surprise. No crisper? It's weird because it should be the same crispness. Should be. I'll have to listen to that back. Cal, Idaho, man. Breathtaking and beautiful with some good golf. Dude, McCall, Idaho. Wherever you are, Idaho, it looks beautiful. It's cool that you get to be there with your kiddo. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. What's up, Connor? Played in the spring. Way too long for you. Played where? Did you play at Shaftesbury Glen when you were staying down there? Or are you talking about Ida? Where Ida's at? 89. Gonna spin too much is the problem here, ladies and gentlemen. Stop. All right, it's makeable. You gotta control spin better. I had a shot in the tournament where I damn near hold it out. OMG. What's up, buddy? Surprised that it's crisper. Maybe it's just something TikTok does with it. All right, 16 up 2. That's so sad. Why are we leaving them short? That's a birdie hole. That's a birdie hole. I'd like to. I'm playing Pro Tour right now, right? Like, we want to try to score on the Pro Tour ones if we can. They're going to be impossible to ever win, but that's the goal. The goal will be to win a Pro Tour event. I don't think it'll happen, but hey, Jay, thanks for sharing the stream, brother. All right, let's aim a little right because we've been pulling it.
Darren the Iron Bunker Golf, thanks for the gift.
Work over there. That's such better spin, but it takes me hitting it high toe to do it. I actually have a plan for this, Darren. Darren, thanks for the air dancer. Appreciate it. How's the little baby? 10 seconds V, obviously not watching. Lot P, actually, I was looking back through my videos and I hit a shot. I almost holed out a 9-iron. And I had this guy who wanted to, like, some reason, he just wanted to intervene on my video and just zoom it everywhere during one of my best shots of the night. You remember that, Owen? I didn't see it until like yesterday. Screwed up my entire shot. Just screen record 10 seconds. Oh, what's it said? No, but that's what I'm saying. Nice. 3B Hangout, 2MC Golf Academy lives. I'm not even trying to mess with him, Golf Whisperer. I'm not trying to mess with him. I've asked him for advice. I've asked him he says he always like gives advice. I've asked him to explain how to help my early extension because my back hurts so bad. But I honestly I think he's banned me. He's kind of I'm not sure. I'm not sure that's actually true, but he always says it. Hoping I didn't see it. It was the only shot that I flag to 1.5 feet of the entire night. Just kidding. Oh, that's funny. Here we go. I need some wind. We cut this one too much. Need the wind to help me go left. Golf my first round in a week today. Let's go, Darren. It was the best shot of the night from anyone. Yeah, and what's crazy about golf, Lot P, is if you're going to do a tracer, you know what's funny? I saw a video today from, you should look it up. Look up Brooks Koepka's wife, whatever her name is. She put out a video for all the wives who want to learn how to video their husbands playing golf. It made me think of you immediately, Lappy. You got to watch it. She's like, you get behind them and you leave the camera and you do not touch it until the ball lands and they have decided to stop posing or turn around. You do not touch it. Because they can't do a tracer if you move the zoom. And she like goes through the whole thing. I just was like, I wasn't even going to bring it up to you, but I'm like, okay, I am now. Moving up to the Red Tea League. There'll be a lot more shots to record. We record every week. Did you see the one I put out this week? My one where I threw the club into the ground? That's pretty awesome. That's it. Need to hit that way higher. That was going in for sure. You actually did get the ball landing. There's just no way to put a tracer on it. You did eventually get the ball landing, but when you zoomed it wasn't centered. So when you zoomed, it like went way to the side, and then you tried to recover it, and then you zoomed out, and you actually kind of saved it. But I could tell by the zooming you were panicking. That'd be great, Alan. Let's do it. At least your partners are nice about it. Bring your phone tomorrow. I'll clip the shots from those nights. Oh, that's the thing. It does take a while. Totally watched me stick the club into the ground on TikTok. If you haven't seen that video, it was raining. If you can't tell, hopefully you understand what was happening. It was raining on us while we were playing the par 3 course. If you guys check out my TikTok video, I threw the club, slipped out like right here, just slipped out of my hands and went boom, into the ground. It was a pretty funny moment, at least for those of us that were there. It was on a lot. We were live at the time. Stay up. Okay, we got to hit it harder. So we're on 12 stimp, but we're not. As a par 5, we should have birdied. We could reach it in 2. We're still even. That's okay. I guess we're not over par. That's a good thing. Everybody bounce with me. Good. Calendar events. What day? Thursday or Friday? Welcome to Ben's beach party. The Orange Whip itself is not for speed training, but they do make a speed trainer called the Light Speed. So this one is a Light Speed. So this one's a speed trainer. So the Orange Whip itself is more of like a tempo thing. 25K. We're playing Shaftesbury Glen Golf and Fish Club. So, but they do make one called the Light Speed, and this one is meant to swing fast and it's counterbalanced, but it's meant to train yourself swinging fast. You can hear it. It still does have that whip to it, but it's different weighting than the Orange Whip itself. Thanks for the follows tonight, guys. Pick up a couple new followers. All right. 7-iron flew off the shaft today at the course somehow. Stuck the shot on the green, even with the head flying out. It must have flew off after contact, Ida. Do they have a golf shop that can fix it, or is it just the glue that came out? I'd love to have an auto tee system, but right now there's not one that could fit without me redoing my whole floor. This pin is up on a little knob. Oh, with the penalty, that could be good. Get up there, stay up there. Stay up there. Okay, there we go. They do make, thanks Tony, thank you for sharing the stream. But Ashton, they do make an auto tee that we looked at the PGA show that would go into my mat and works. So there is a couple options. I don't have it, but I would love to. They're kind of expensive. So I have the SIBO tee, and I really like the SIBO tees, which are like a tethered tee. So they don't tee it up for you, but you don't lose the tee ever or have to run and get it. I think I'm gonna look at heat map. I can't tell what this does. I feel like it does nothing. Okay. Okay. All right, there's a birdie. First birdie of the night. First birdie. It did. It was crazy. It was just the glue. Just the glue. Okay. So did you ask the shop if anybody in the shop could just put it back on for you? Qual, that is a Circa 62. That is my original Scotty Gamer that I had drifted away from, but I've now come back to. Thank you for that follow. My new favorite follower. Thank you, Ferrios, for the follow. Let's starting the party off with the followers. Yeah, I work at a sim place. We have the auto tees, and they're great. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Do you have a ball return system? Stice in the chat, my man Stice. They're definitely a bit expensive, for sure. Ashton with the follow. You didn't? You should have. Do you have more golf ahead of you, Ida, or are you guys heading back? Same one in your garage. Oh, nice. Could be a good shot. This could be the number. It's been a little bit. It's not gonna, but not the number. One more course. Jugs Mountain. That's right. That's right. Jug Mountain. Yeah, so when you're telling people to search Jug Mountain, pretty much just a slanted floor that brings the balls back to the port. Yeah. Yep. Marina BC, thanks for the follow. JM Flicks with the follow. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. We're playing Pro Tour tonight and just kind of hanging. Trying to chat a lot. If you guys got that trip, sounds awesome, Ida. Ida, you seem to get on a couple of golf trips a year, which I admire. Hang on. We're just off. What is your recommended golf set for a beginner? I mean, I don't know. If when you say for a beginner, are you saying like easiest to hit, or are you just saying like to save money because I'm just beginning and don't want to spend a lot? I mean, I always recommend people get fitted. I mean, that's kind of a big thing, I think, getting fitted. Usually wherever you buy it, you can get fitted. Avant, thanks for the follow. So Kneef, thanks for the follow. Cubian ATV for the follow. Callaway Edges were recommended. I mean, I like my Tacomos. I think they're a good set. They make all different kinds too, and they're not crazy expensive. Should have tried to aim it a little more maybe, but that's gonna work. Sticks, STIX, if you're looking for a budget set, says OMG, and OMG knows what he's talking about. So isn't that the same one? Yeah, Horvat plays with the Tacomos. Yep. Yes, he does. He is, I think he has shares or he owns it. I'm playing in yards, Callum. Yards. Wayne with the follow. Stinger Fantasy with the follow. Thanks for the follows, guys. T-Grind with the follow. Appreciate that. All right, 225 out of the sand. A little bit of an uphill lie. $45. What will that come out? Sit down. Well, hit that too hard. I just didn't have enough in the hybrid, I didn't feel like, with the penalty, but I didn't mean to hit it that hard. Tour Edge is a decent budget option level. Yeah, I mean, I think it's good to get fitted, and then the next kind of thing is like price range, right? The new tournament is open for signups, and I think it's about half full. So on the MySim Setup website, the new tournament's open to sign up, and it's half full. So get in there before it fills up. It's a scramble tournament, so things should go a little faster than the best ball ones, which should help. And the high handicap player, we take 15% of theirs. The low handicap player on the team, we take 35% of the low handicap, and you add them together, and that is your combined team handicap for the scramble. So the handicap won't be as impactful. It'd be unlikely that you just get stomped by a handicap impact because it is scramble. So it's basically a 50% combined weighted. So, but yeah, the new tournament is open. So get in it. It's if you're not in it, if you ain't first, you're last. Bought the TO1Ts to try, and they are nice. Let's go, Junior. First set was 8-year-old Mizuno. You had a nice first set, Matt's Golf. Matt's Golf first setting it with like premium clubs. Lucky man. Okay, settle. Settle. Yeah, the new tournament's open. We'd love to have a Stice Golf in that tournament. I mean, can you imagine Ida? Can you imagine Ida or Matt or Alan being paired up with a Stice man? Or me even? You never know. It's random draw. Or a JJ squat getting paired with JJ. Or his JJ's wife. She's probably entering with the golf I see her playing the other day. I log into her stream and they're like, yeah, this is her first time. And she's just ripping everything off the center of the club. I'm like, trolling me or if it really is. All right, here we go. There we go. What's up, Mr. Foster? What'd you say? Wasn't that way tonight? Yeah, well, we all have our days, don't we? The night when I logged in, though, everything was going down the middle, and she had very good form. And I mean, I would say she makes just starting at golf look somewhat easy. Although I get it, it's just like a snippet, it's in a sim, all that stuff. But half of just starting golf is actually getting a good setup, which you've obviously taught that. So, or she was taught that, I should say. I shouldn't take it away. But give me the Stice man in the scramble. I'm so old. Spalding was my first set. Alan, why do you always put me on the spot in my streams? I got out of a calendar in front of me. I think it'll Thursday or Friday should work though fine. Oh man. I hit a not great one, but it's not gonna hurt me. No one wants Stubby. No one wants Stubby and Ida back together. I think everybody wants a little Stubby on their team because Stubby seems to like. Stubby's quite a player. He's been a gamer in all of the tournament rounds. They are still in the current tournament, which is coming closer to a close now. Stubby's got game, like real game. And then a Stubby Ida combo. When I saw Stubby and Beezy paired together, I thought they were gonna run with it. Is what I thought. They were kind of my pre-tournament pick. What's up, E-Squat? All right, here we go. Hugo Golfs. Turn in there a little bit. Should be good. Go a little. So OMG, that is the thing. How awesome was that putt master? It was raining on us at Paynes Valley. I'm like, I love a Lost Golf hat. Yeah, OMG. So I went to the little more spinnier driver, and I've been finding more fairways with it. So we were out to dinner with some friends, which is a rare thing. Friends with our whole family and their whole family. So I wasn't able to hop on and watch last night's match, but when I did log on to see if I could catch it, it was you guys got it was fast. It was over before I could log in to see it. My condolences, I guess I should say. Dang it, that's a bad putt. We got to make those. Reasons, many missed opportunities for having something specific. That's the only reason. Yeah, I know. Sorry, Alan. Get an ace on the next par 3, give you $500. Adam, that is such a high bar, but that is a lot of money also. So, I mean, I guess all I can say is okay, bet, but the odds are almost nothing. And you don't have any gifting symbols by your name, Adam. No, you do. Yeah, you do. Okay, all right. If a guy with a gifting symbol by his name says that makes an offer, I tend to somewhat trust. It's always the guy with no gifting symbol who's like, give you $5 if you dance. All right, Patrick Nettles, thanks for the ball. Yeah, this thing spins too much, OMG, but it just doesn't leave, because it spins. Because the spin is high, it doesn't leave the starting line very far. So you lose a little distance. But I was, at the beginning of the year, my handicap was just going up because I was just missing every fairway out of bounds. And so I just added some spin to the dang thing. And we're starting to lower the scores now. Do you, Darren? All right, send me DM. Thanks, Lost Golf. And it's more than you. All right, 80 yards. It's just like a little. Get up a little bit. It's too much spin. Oh, Benny. Stay there. Stay. The big dog. Big dog. My dog. My big dog. I was surprised. I remember surprise works that way. Is it backspin yet? Well, so think about it like this. I always explain it like this. Unless your spin axis is very extreme, adding spin, think about it, there's more backspin total if you separate them. In theory, there is not two separate spins, but if you separate the axis into backspin and side spin, 500 side spin when the ball is only spinning 2,000 just takes over and just duck hooks, snap hooks, it slices, it just goes. But 500 side spin when you're at 3,000, it has less of an overall impact on the tilt of the ball. Do you get what I'm saying? So 500 out of 3,000, this is my simple brain thinking of it. So as you increase total spin, the effects of side spin, you have to really torque it to have side spin really take over. That's how I view it. So it's like when you hit one, when you drop kick one and you hit the toe and the spin is only 1,500. Well, it has like 500 side spin, but only 1,500 back spin. It's like that ratio is so hard, it just goes wham, the ball just ducks over. So if you can hit it over 2,500 spin or over 3,000 spin and your path is fairly neutral, which mine is, it's not going to go left and right very far. But if you're optimizing your driver for a 2000 spin, and that's off the center of the face, and then you're not hitting the center very often, like that's kind of what's been happening to me, a lot of toe and heel shots, then it's still only spinning 2000, but the torque of the club is putting 400 or 500 spin left and right, and you're just losing balls way right, losing balls way left. So you got to be careful when you go get a driver fitting to absolute furthest, because when you do that, you're putting yourself on the threshold of duck hooks and crazy slices. So adding a little spin, yeah, you lose some distance. The fitter's going to be like you don't hit that as far as your prior one, but I bet your dispersion gets tighter if you add a little bit of spin to it. So now I'm sure that's not always the case. My putting's been terrible. 6 easy birdie putts. So they put you in an LS, same reason they do for me, because if I'm not in an LS, I can't get down to that 2000 spin, which gives me the longest drive they can show me on a sim. So without the LS, I can't get into that spin profile that gives me the 300 yarder. But I also, with the LS, when I hit the LS, if I miss the middle of the LS, that ball is snap hooking every time. So there's a crazy combo there, right? You got to get into the right into the right slot to optimize it. So I have a driver super low spin, but everyone think hole in one. Yeah, that's right. Think hole in one. Pray hole in one. Okay, that's right. This was my moment. It's a good swing. It's a good shot. Ain't no hole in one. But from 183, it's a shot I'm taking every single time. All right, now see if we can make a putt. Like, these putts have all been these tiny little breakers, and I keep missing them. Thanks, Adam. Thanks, OMG. All right, can we do this one? Again, we're missing it again. God darn it. I feel like I could be 9. I feel like I could be 8 under right now. How many putts have I missed? Do I recommend the Tacomos? I absolutely do recommend the Tacomos. Yes, 100%. I have a set of Tacomos, and they're great. They feel like butter. Brainbox arrived, Charlie Sheen, about 2 weeks. About 2 weeks. They usually get stuck in customs for a little bit, and then comes over. For me, it was stuck in customs in California or Chicago, and then released, and it got here quickly. Brent, thanks for the follow. See you with the follow. Thanks, guys. Appreciate the follows. $50 if you birdie this hole. No way. 425 par 4. Birdies have not been in the hopper tonight, but all right, think birdie, everybody. Okay, put it in the left. I think not a bad spot to start from. Hard birdie hole. That was not a good driver, but I do appreciate the money challenges. Nothing wrong with a little money challenge. Chugs with a follow, thank you. Worth the money, 100%. The brain box is 100% worth the money, especially when you have guests over who don't know how to use. You don't want them to have to go touch keyboard but even just for me, just to be able to adjust and do everything from right here, brain box is worth it. Holy smoke show. Gonna have to make a putt for this birdie. I hit that so far. We got a chance though. This putt's totally makeable. Actually, all these putts have been makeable. All of them have. There we go. On D show. Hello. Time for a long one to drop? It totally is. You're not lying. All right, 34 down 7. Not gonna though. It's gonna be low side. Just had triple diamond shipped to you. You're gonna maybe sell it for triple diamond max. Nice. OMG, time for one to drop. It was. D Show, what's up, D Show? Hi, D Show family. You just got your brain box. It was good speed. I pushed it by a degree. I had been pulling them all night. Decided to like, let's not pull this, so then I pushed it. Got me sweating, man. I wouldn't do that to you, O'Hara. I wouldn't do that to you. And honestly, it's like birdies. I should have made so many birdies prior to that. My family would never see me. Screen size? You can go to mysimsetup.com and find my screen size there. But I will just tell you because it's way easier. It's 9 tall by 12 wide. My whole build is on mysimsetup.com/@TBG. Along with many other sim golfers and creators. There's a lot of builds on there. And you can go build your own on there too. Charles Sheen, you won't regret it. You'll love it. Hopefully you use the code. Hopefully you use my code TBGBB10. I don't get paid anything for it, but it gives you free shipping, I think, or it gives you like 10% off. Essentially free shipping. It just shows Springbok that we support him. When people use the code, what I get from Springbok in return is a couple of brain boxes to give away, which we still got a couple that we got to give away here. So, how much does the setup cost? $25,000. It's called mysimsetup.com. Mysimsetup.com. Yep. All right, 58. Big Dog would be proud if I got this in there. Nope, I didn't. God, my short chipping needs so much work. Needs so much work. No, they join you out there. My wife golfs now. That hasn't occurred to me yet. I wouldn't mind it, but it hasn't occurred to me yet. Not at night anyways. It's during the day the fam comes out. All right, come on. Let's try to make a chip. Let's get serious about this. This is totally makeable. So aim it and then just try to have a 0-0 HLA and the right little takeaway. And I pushed it, chunked it, rolled it, bopped it, twisted it. Big Doug would have not been happy about either of those shots. It's all right. The only reason I refer to that, if you're not, oh, he's watching. Big Dog's watching. The only reason we are auto put partners, so those shots have to be put in to these little circles or they don't count. Yo, smile. First miss green. We got up and down. This score is not great. I saw the scores on this. This round of golf, and they were very low for the competitors. So, and I can tell why. I've had birdie chances on like every hole. And tonight I'm probably playing about as slow as I have in a long time. We're chatting, and I'm not just hitting. I'm doing great, Max. I'm doing great. How are you? 160. Go. Gotta go. Give me a big bounce. Handicap next possession. I think outdoors I'm a 3 point something. 3.2 right now, maybe. Can't remember. Let's just call it 3.2. 3.2 outdoors. Inside I'm like a +7. Inside's much easier. Have you had your back looked at by doctor? Not properly, Greg. Not properly. No. So actually the answer is no. I guess I don't know what I mean by that, but no, I haven't. I mean, my like primary care doctor, yes. Looked at it and gave me some relaxers and then said he'd refer me on, but I haven't gone back to like discuss it since. Sheen, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. A little birdie there. Roman chair and kettle. Golf clap. Thanks, Koala. I need to have the back looked at. Struggling golfer gains won't help me. You know, MRI. I hope not. I don't want to. I'm too scared to, honestly. One of the reasons I haven't had it looked at is because I'm like afraid to hear that there's something debilitating. Is that weird? That's a weird way to think, isn't it? I feel like it can't be that uncommon to just be afraid to know what the actual problem is. Cody Herbert, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Threw my arm out of baseball. Hope to recover, but you have been golfing a lot lately. Golf is great. So you can golf with your arm out, but not throw, I suppose. There's probably a complete difference in the amount of violence you have. I got one just to see why PT needed injections, but said no to injections. Okay. What are you saying? What do you think I'm going to need to do? What do you think's wrong with me, JJ? I probably just need like some good core workouts and stretching. Come on, be the number. Got to get imaging. Imaging? Imagine that. They just charge so much for everything nowadays. And then like office chair is my biggest thing. I think the office chair is what's killing me. I think that's the real thing. I think I need to stand more. Probably a big part of it. Oh, that tree. I remember this tree. I think I was behind it last time I played it. Yeah, I was. 230. I mean, can I just go down the left and hit a big cut? What do you guys think? Treadmill under it, hips used to kill it. Well, if you had the issue, I'd say, yeah, you should get checked out. Too long, Matt. Too long. About a year now, Matt. Didn't have it the first year. I've had it about a year, though. Yeah, about a year. 32. It. Man, I would have guessed that was going to be really good. Could you play any course? There's like 2,500 courses we can play, Nick. About 2,500 of them. So a lot. Whatever Emilio Caesar guy. does for core and low back, it works. Okay. All right. Adam, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Appreciate those follows. Hunter Buckleman, do you have a pull-up bar? Which is very good for stretching. I do have a pull-up bar. $13 down 3. There's 10 feet. Okay. Okay, bird ski. We're making some birdies now. Back extension exercises. I need to do that, G Foster. Room to be cleared out by Saturday. No way. That's awesome, Disha. You're like, you are on the way. You got like a date in sight. And with the follow, saw your iron shot. Did you see that bowl? You like that? just literally, I had no gloves on. It was raining. Like the club I was just holding, and I come through. There's no club left in my hand. I'm glad you thought it was hilarious because I did. I thought it was. We had such a good laugh over that together. It was just a shock. We were actually on a live stream when it happened. We were streaming live. That's why it was recorded. High toe drops a spin for me. The ball goes a long way when you do that. Dead hang on that for 10 seconds. Start twisting your hips slow. I'm in. I'm gonna try that. Something like this. This one. I have a lot into this over a couple years of building. I started with like $2,500. I started with a $2,500 setup, and it's probably about $25K after just adding to it continuously for 2 years. Does that make sense? You don't have to get intimidated by that number because you can get it for a lot less. But this one has a lot of bells and whistles in it. Like we've got the TV wall, and we've got the command center over here. So over time, it's become a monster. But thanks, Lewis. Lewis with the follow. Like and subscribe, folks. Thanks, Ida. You're the man. I love you, Ida. Okay, here we go. Pretty good. Tell that's a sexy setup. Yeah. We've been working on it. We have so much help from people in the Discord. The floor replay is really cool. That's overhead floor projection, which we have video on that. That's been pretty well adopted by the entire sim community. It's a pretty awesome feature, isn't it? Being able to project data and replay on your floor. Jacob. We started the round cold. We didn't make no putts. How you doing? Spaghetti guy? Doing good. Doing good. Doing good. Did you like that? Did you like that? Did you like that club throw? Did you catch my club throw on the TikTok clip? Hey, Willie. We Cash, thanks for sharing the stream. Yeah, 33 spots left in the tournament. Yeah. So we do have a new tournament open on mysimsetup.com. So if you want to join us and play with us, it's free to join. It's 2-man scrambles, random pairs. All right, here we go. Need that to go. I didn't quite catch it. Get up. Oof. Yeah, you just mine, you know. Darren's in. Let's go. I like Wingstop, back bottom girls and club tours. I think I like you, P. Willie. All of those things sound great. And CLW hiding out these days. No, he was just here the other night, but I haven't seen him yet tonight though. I have a partner that comes over. We can just play that way, right? Yes, you can just play that way. Yep. What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. Yes, you can always play with a partner that comes over. In the tournaments, I'm not sure what you mean. All right, 20. Oh, we got to putt it. When you stop ranching, my god. Yeah, if you have a buddy come over, you can just play in your sim. Yes, 100%. No. All right, I deserve that. That's like when you go tap one in. How do? It's not even like I pulled it. I hit a 0-0 putt. Free answering the next day, 25K. Yeah, that's about what it costs. 25K. All right. Well, Big Dog would not be happy with me. We should not have bogeyed that hole. That was silly. Almost made it, and then it rolled out of the gimme circle by 1/10 of an inch. My YouTube streaming camera is a Sony EV10. So it's like a Sony vlogging camera. Yeah. So it's not like a webcam. Your typical webcams are tough with, you know, lighting and definition both. There are some good ones like the Tiny Obsbots. The DJI Osmo 3 is very good. They're a little bit smaller and they aren't necessarily full cameras, but like the Obsbot Tiny 2 is a good one. Go, it's got to go. How much did it cost? 25K. Cruise, you can go to mysimsetup.com, mysimsetup.com/@TBG. You can get all the info on my sim. TBG is Triple Bogey Golf, right? TBG. I'd have at least 3 buddies over at all times. It is fun to have friends over people. It is a blast. Chipping has been poor. I have an Osmo 3. Is that big enough to stream with quality? Yeah, Osmo 3 would be great quality-wise. Osmo 3 is great. Aaron Wheeler, thanks for sharing the live. I appreciate it. I never get any snaps. Might be the case, people. That might be the case for you. You might not even care. All right, this putt. Commit to that right there. Ooh, good catch. Good catch. Let's go. What's up, Jenks? Do not leave that room. I know. It's hard to leave sometimes. All right, we got a birdie there. We got our bogey back, which sucks. I feel like we could be 7 under, which it's better than not being 7 under, but I know you have 2 phones. You recommend that if I do like to. I like using a phone that's not my main one for TikTok because then I don't, if I get a phone call while I'm streaming, it doesn't affect it. I like that, yeah. Got an old one laying around that works good. Thursday League. Thursday League's great. I haven't played well this year in Thursday League, but I love being out there. It's like one of my favorite places to be, you know. So I've struggled off the tee at Thursday Leagues, which has made the scores go a little to the north. But I love being out there. I love that place. Ben Sorensen, what driver do I have? I've got right now. I switched to. I have a Q35 that I'm playing. TaylorMade Q35, just or QI35, whatever that means. I switched to that because I just needed to add a little spin. I wasn't hitting any fairways. Oh, it's too much. These wedges have been tough for me tonight. Walked 18 in 100-degree heat. Yeah. Yeah, that's brutal. What kind of set? I have the Mizuno Pro 243s in the bag right now, but I also have the Tacoma 301s. They're like the CBs, I think. 301 CBs. I'm addicted to. Key to golf is just being addicted to it. What do you think? What do you think, guys? I think it is. All right, here we go. 25 up 3. I got it there. Just come on, break a little. Oh. Scotty, this is the Scotty circa 62, which is an old Scotty. My original one from when I was a kid. My first putter basically I ever bought or had. Circa 62. I have a Phantom 5 also. I'm not using it like at the moment, but I have a Phantom 5.2, Phantom 7.2, and a Phantom 7. Hang it. Jamie, thanks for sharing the stream. Appreciate that. Icy Hawaiian with the follow. Thank you, Icy Hawaiian. We got this is the last hole on this first round. We'll play round 2 next. The Pro Tour. If we could, oh, don't go in the water, please. Okay, that'll work. We might have the same ones, P. Willie. What do I mount my phone with back there? My D-Show, if I showed you that. What I mount my phone with? It's like look at the Tacomos, Cruz. Look at the Tacomos. Danny with the follow. Thank you. Cass with the follow. All right. How do you correct your surface for landing in the rough compared to the fairway? Oh, you don't. In GS Pro, the game I'm playing, you just add yardage. So here, because I'm in the rough, this one's going to play like 5% longer. So I'm going to add like 6-7 yards to the shot here. But you don't correct the surface on this sim. Just instead of, and I let my hands flip through, instead of hitting at 120 there, I wanted to hit at 125. So, because of the rough. Good question, though. So there, in GS Pro, there's just like percentage penalties on ball speed. So it just affects the total yardage the ball goes. But you don't actually change lies, which is one of the reasons it's like a little easier game than when you play outdoors, you know? Logan with the follow, Kevo with the follow. Thanks for the follows, guys. All right, let's go on left. I think this is almost net straight. We're just going to play the HLA lottery. See if I can hit one and get lucky here. See if we can get lucky. If I hit it hard enough, we got a chance. Come on, baby. Oh! All right. The bogey we had there on 15 was just a silly mistake. All right, let's play the second round. Let's play round 2. We're 6 under, 66 in round 1. We're going to need to do better in round 2. Any tips to avoid over the top of the driver, Delgado? That's a great question. You got to try to get those hands to drop, get that shaft to shallow is what they call it. Honestly, it's hard to just explain. It's like watching a YouTube video and thinking you can fix it. You almost got to get someone to sit with you at a range. Normal 12, no wind here. Harder pins, and we're at 7,000 yards. So this one's gonna be a lot further out. So I'm gonna have a lot longer clubs into the green. But most of the setup in round 2 is the same as round 1. There's not gonna be a lot different here. But yeah, like most people that are over the top, we've talked about this before. I'm over the top, but it comes from like your hands casting out. And it also comes from you turning your shoulders before you start going down. Once the shoulders are turned, and your hands haven't dropped, now you have, the only way to get inside would be to go like that or just stand up out of it and try to get your club in. So to get inside, you need to just drop early. But you gotta, it takes a lot of practice and usually a coach. Usually a coach or somebody around you that knows what they're doing, who can give you like the right thing that you understand, you know? Good evening, younger man, Tom. Tom's a G, dude. You know how that guy does it. Plays good golf. And here I am. I'm younger than Tom, only by a hair. Full of pain and agony, feeling old. Tom, not at all. No signs of it. Hey, thank you for that follow. Appreciate it. I know, and you got nothing. I'm not quite there yet, Tom, and I'm feeling older. No, we left the face open. Sorry, we parted the first time from a putt we could have made, so just try to get up and down, and then we want to remember it. Genetics, good looks, and a hot wife. Well, thanks, Tom. Thanks, Tom. She'll appreciate that you said that about her. I'll let her know. Thank you. And thank you for telling me I'm good looking. Appreciate that. Thanks, Tom. Come on, get in there. Setup's wild. Do you have a webcam for the tournament? You just have to have a cell phone, Junior. You just got to be able to use Discord. And a cell phone is all it takes to use Discord. So, Ice Trap. What's up, Ice Trap? Always have fun. When someone comes in, they say the setup's wild, but I haven't really shown them it yet. I like to show them the whole thing, just to let them go, whoa. If you're around here later, we might give you a tour. We'll see. Getting late on the East Coast, calling tonight. OMG. Wonderful, OMG. Appreciate you, man. Cameron, thank you for the follow. Did I do it? Nope, I didn't. Okay. Whew. Let's say this sand saves you, and plus we're at a further tee box. We're back further. T-Wade with the follow. Thank you. Cam riding on with the follow. Pat with the follow. Thanks, Pat. Thanks, Cam. Thanks for those follows, guys. Follows mean a lot to me. We're almost to 10K, which is like a magic number on YT. 40 of you tonight. I know, it's hard to leave here sometimes, Cam. I wish I had like a pain-resistant back. I would be out here even more. I just say a healthy back. Wish I had a healthy back. I'd be out here way more. We're playing the Pro Tour on the SGT. The number is, of course, ridiculous, like always. I think the leaders are like maybe 18 under. We shot 6, 13 stimp for the SGT 2-man. That was tough. Ooh. Stroke, grounded your club in the bunker. Actually, hey, question. Is it a stroke? Is it a stroke anymore? Can you ground in the bunker? Yeah, it's a legit mean that. I think you can now ground in hazards. Maybe not though. I don't know. I still don't do it outdoors, but I feel like they changed it. You can ground, you just cannot improve your lie. Not only ground in a ways. Ooh, we got some debate. We got some debate. Who knows? What's the SCGA rule now for being in a bunker? I still outdoors don't. Charlie's like, I was just joking around. Now we got a rule committee. I feel like they changed it though recently. Is the only reason I even bring it up. There we go. Anybody know? All right, so we are 7 under total. We got to try to get to like 15 under to have a legit week in this tournament. Bryson, you cannot. That's funny. Yeah, but you can step down grass and stuff. That's totally illegal, right? I think you can. How many people here think what happened to Bryson was total BS in the Open? How many people think it was total BS? Type BS in the chat. If you think it was fair, type fair. You're like BS or fair? What do you guys think? Type in the chat. I'm curious. What was the consensus on the Bryson ruling? Ooh, fair, fair. Ooh, fair. 3 fairs. Woo! I didn't expect that at all. There we go. He absolutely knew what he was doing. Wow, knew to golf what happened. BS. There we go. There's my boy. Ryden, you're my boy, Ryden. I think it was BS. I think it's BS. There wasn't, for my opinion on it. If the cameraman can walk back there, and then if like everybody that's there at the time it happened can't make the call, if you don't have a clear and definitive angle, then it should be up to the integrity of the player to call it on themselves. That's just my opinion. And then you can all judge whether you think the player made the right or the wrong call. But the angles of those camera views were not in line with what he was doing. And if his club was going to be up and steep, and that grass that he stepped on was like over here at all, not even in his backswing, then it wouldn't have mattered. And if he stepped on the grass, but the grass went back to where it was, it also wouldn't matter. But BS, we got another BS. New to golf, what happened? What's up, Horace Roderick? What I think was BS is the inconsistency of it. Cool, cool. I think both the arguments on it are probably correct. I mean, very debatable. Very debatable. Basically, you can't, but you can to a bunker if your ball isn't in, as you rack it. I don't know if I follow that. BS by Koala. I think if they enforce the rules like that, they need to start handing out penalties to more players. I do too, and they also need to start handing out like slow play penalties, and they can't just like arbitrarily. I think why that penalty got called is because Rory was crying in the bathroom about how far out of the tournament he was, and he just wanted Bryson to be further out. I think Rory was crying and saying, "Hey RNA, go get him." I think Rory drove it all. And I used to love Rory, but anymore, let's go. Anymore, I don't know that I love Rory as much. But it's BS that you think it's fair. That's funny. Yeah. That's what Bryson thinks. Bryson would say that. New to golf, what happened? His ball in the British Open. Look up Bryson in the British Open. He was almost leading the tournament, but his ball was in some high grass, and he stepped behind his ball, and they deemed it like improving his swing or lie. I used to like Rory before that tourney, but after what he said, I did. Yeah, it's like vaulted. I watched a creator who said like it's locker room talk sort of thing. It's like he's one of your fellow competitors. You don't go put him on blast like that, I feel like. But I don't feel like what Rory said was professional. A lot of other players commented on that and didn't have to go where Rory went with it. But it's like Rory really wanted to make a point. Slow play problem for way too long, right? Yeah, slow play is slow play on tour, especially if the grass has 2 bunkers. All I'm wondering is if in the bunker, can you now set your club down? You can ground your club now in a hazard. You just can't do it in a bunker, or maybe you just can't do it in a bunker. Full time, T-Rod? Yes, sir. Yes, sir, T-Rod. For a sports professional as the PGA, it's uncalled for to say that. I agree, Vault. Rory comment left sour taste for sure. Yeah, I agree. Rory acting like he wouldn't do the same. Yeah. Good evening, D-Belly. Yeah, I just don't think what Rory just didn't have to say that. Like, he could have let... And then meanwhile, DeChambeau never said anything. Yeah, there were cameras on him when he was debating it, and people made a big stink about how he debated it. But once the decision was made inside that private tent, I say you got to give it up. You got to give it to Bryson. He walked out of the tent, never made a negative comment about it, and he never gave it any air. He just played. He never went on a podium and complained, and he never took the bait of any question, and he got a lot of hate for it. But I mean, he was like debating his case, but to be fair to him, like, why are there cameras on him during that moment? Like, it's like after hours at the tournament. I feel like it was just drama is what it was, right? It was drama. I feel like any player, if any player truly in their soul didn't believe that they did that they intentionally cheated, if they truly believe they didn't intend to cheat, which that rule was all about intent, they would be pleading their case also, if that's what they believed. If a player believed, yeah, my intention was to cheat, it'd be more likely for them to go, okay, fine, I'll take the penalty and just go home. I feel like Bryson fighting for his case kind of sits on his side for me as a jury, that like he did not intend to. He was sitting there fighting for what he said was his intent. And so that's why I think golf's always been like game of integrity. You call your own rules, you call your own penalties. I think in that one where it's not just blatantly clear, where there is some debate left in the air, you give that one to the golfer, and then if other golfers or community want to judge the golfer for how they penalized or didn't penalize themselves, then they can, you know. I mean, there is the argument you got to protect the field, so that is true. From a player with poor intent, you know, but I mean, he had a cameraman 3 feet away from him with a mega zoom camera lens on him. He knew the camera was there. You think he was trying to cheat? I bet he wasn't. Testing the sand. You cannot deliberately touch the sand. Okay, so you can't. You still can't touch the sand. So grounding the club in the sand is still a problem. Starting my build in my sim garage. I got yourself a Garmin R10. Let's go. What would you say it's good to start with? A lot of guys have started with that Vault. It's at a different price point than a lot of others. So yeah, it's good to start with. I think add webcam putting to it, and then you'll look towards your next unit, whatever that may be. But it's great to start with if you don't have the money for the next unit yet. I would recommend starting with it. Oh, get up. That was a bad swing. You can test the sand in a neighboring bunker. Yeah, Alan said that too. That was such a poor effort right there. They're just hating to hate. I think they are. Well, let me in. All right. I think that's a poor par. Well, then Paige was fine not knowing the rules. No, same as not knowing you still broke. No, I don't think so. I don't think that's the same. I think Bryson knows the rule. And I think when you know the rule and you're also and you also have the intention of not breaking it, where I agree with you, Alan, is there is no, and Bryson never said this, there's no world where I didn't know the rule works for an argument. But if Bryson's standing there going, that wasn't in my line, I know the rule, I stepped here because stepping here was not in my line, and I did not improve my line, and there was no intention to improve my line. If that's Bryson's argument, that's nowhere near what you're saying. But yeah, you're correct. I didn't know the rule is not a justification. I'm sorry, I didn't know I couldn't just pick it up and give myself that putt. I didn't know we couldn't just do 3-foot gimmies. The testing in a neighboring bunker, that's an interesting one. I didn't know you could do that. Have you guys ever seen a pro do that on tour or anything? I've never seen that. It'd be so interesting if you did come across it. Like has anybody ever done that? Anybody in here ever gone over to the bunker next to you and tested the sand and then gone back to the bunker you're in and hit your shot? I have never done it. I've also never grounded my club in a bunker like before the shot. Oh, you have, Alan? Dang. That's a rule I didn't know. I just feel like I learned something today on that rule. Oh, my putting's been so horrid on this course. We got to make that next time. All right, we're 8 under on the tournament. The goal, if we could get to like, gosh, could we get to 14? Would that be possible? Could we get to 14 under? Not putting like that, we can't. Is GS Pro worth the hype? GS Pro is great, White Ninja. It's great. It's worth, GS Pro is worth the dollar. I don't know what hype you're talking about, but it's my favorite software. And a lot of it has to do with community. I love GS Pro for a lot of reasons, but one of the biggest reasons is yeah, one of the biggest reasons I love it is because of the community, the people that have it also that you can play with live online. There's just such a big community of players. Yes, thanks for the follows tonight. I appreciate it. Getting closer to that 10,000 follower number. Does that have a real course or just creator course? It has like 2,500 courses, and a majority of those are real. Get up a little bit more. Go. Okay, that'll work. Yeah, it is awesome. And a lot of the courses, you know, if you go to the Simulator Golf Tours website and look on the list, they list all the GS Pro courses on their site. I do love you guys, man. And so you can see all the courses. You can even see them on a map on that website. A little more realism on the fringe. They frustrate you to no end. Some of the fringes do frustrate, for sure, especially if there's like a collider bounce. I don't disagree. There are some little nuances, right? And that's one of them. A lot of the newer courses, though, that are made with the newer build tools don't have that. That's starting to phase itself out a little bit. But it's not gone. West Infection, thanks for that follow. Appreciate the follow. Sotex Frogs with the follow. Thanks, Sotex. Ty is sharing the stream. Thanks, Ty. All right. 218. Can we have a little hybrid back there? 218. Hold it. That might be wet. Get lucky and get over the wet. It's so pulled. Okay, up and down would be phenomenal here. 45 yards. Cauldron with the follow. Cauldron with the follow. What's your favorite courses? We get asked that a lot, and I have such a hard time answering that. You know, because there's so many. A lot of the new ones are really cool just because they use the new design tools. I feel like I have the worst answer for that question live. I usually will throw it to the chat, like, hey chat, what are some of your favorite courses? Just taking every bit of spin off because a second bounce on the fringe. That's my favorite. Swung a practice shot, another bunker course. Seemed like they weren't well kept. Yeah, that would be the time to do it. For sure. Just got playing Treetops on mine and love it. Treetops is a really cool course. Guys, put your favorite courses in the chat. What are your favorites? I always struggle with that answer. I need some help. 45. 50, that could be okay. Sit there, see if you can make a putt. Sit there, stop. That's just not as good as we need to be, but maybe we make a putt. Let's try to make a putt. I got to play Pinehurst, and it was sweet. You play it in real life, or you play it on the game? All right, come on, let's make this. No. Broke so much at the beginning there early. All right, there's a bogey. Not going to help my quest to 1400. But Blue Jack National, since it's right near me, that's a great one. Blue Jack National is a great course. Sanctuary is amazing on GS Pro. I got to play the Sanctuary in real life. That was amazing. You got to play it in real life. That was so cool. With a guy in my Discord and another guy that's a real good friend now, who's also in the Discord. Sanctuary is great. Blue Jack National is great. A lot of times I'll fall in love with designers too. Like you'll find a designer that you like and then just start searching them up and look for all their courses. Like 1970K Austin. I think he makes great courses. You know, there's a lot of them out there that make good courses. Run Pud Run's got some good courses. You start to find Kendrick, my handicap outdoors right now is like a 3.2. I think that's close. Gotta go. A little bit, just a little bit. TX is a 1.5, but he wears gloves outdoors. I don't wear gloves outdoors. TX is a big glove guy. I only wear them indoors, so that's why he's a little bit better than me outdoors. – 18 Birdie says I'm a 29. Let's go, Kendrick. Right, TX? Right, TX? How do you do that? Let's go! Let's go! I love TX content, by the way. If you don't follow TX Golf, you should. All right. We'll go right meow. Right meow. Wow, very good putt there. Very good putt there. Dang it. Jordan's a +4. Jordan would have to give me 7 shots. That's how good Jordan is. And I will take them. I will take all of them. Take all of them. TX has great content. He does. TX does a good job. I know you probably get asked a lot. Rough estimate, 25K, Amers. If you go to mysimsetup.com, you can find me there too. Go to mysimsetup.com. You can see my whole sim setup there and get all the numbers for what's in it. Oh! Sorry, I just pulled a Zach Johnson there. One second. What's up, Jarrett? Minus 14 in Ubsies tonight? You crazy animal, you. Why are you doing that? Second ball scratch. Go, Lancer Bomb. Walla Brad's a 1. I was a 1 at the beginning of the year. I stopped wearing a glove in 98. I ain't never worn a glove, TX. Oh, sit down. Spin a lot. It's not gonna do either of those things. Dude. No, I meant for your ball falling off the tee. Oh, he's not a 1? Oh, you're not a 1, Koala? I thought you were a 1. Look at that. TX is in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. I pulled a Zach Johnson. TX was making fun of me for not wearing gloves outside in my most recent clip that I put up. I mean, he was acting like it was obvious, like I should have been wearing. Come on, come on, come on, come on! Oh! How much could you build a cheap sim for? Probably like $2,000. Probably like $2,000. If you have any tips, Logan, I don't know. Swing hard, don't give up, and find a way to get addicted. Because quitting ain't an option if you're gonna choose to love golf. You know. Royal's first name Ty. Let's go Ty. Built my budget sim for $1,400. There we go. See, you can do about $1,400. $2,000 normal. His tips. Don't worry. Just a sim. Yeah, watch my most recent clip. It's true. I get outside. I'm more of a throw the club kind of guy. Dang it. I need to shut the face is what I need to do right there. God bless you as well, Tristan. What's up, Tristan Timbers? How much sim? 25K. 25K. My last handicap from about 16 years ago is a plus 5.3. These days I'm a washed up yipper. Just enjoys getting out. Well, if you once played at a plus 5.3, then respect, brother. You got some game there. Which projector model are you using for the floor? Epson L630SU. And then for my screen, I've got the got me back in. Rory was a crybaby. That's right. Rory's a crybaby. That's right. Dang crybaby, Rory. And then for my main projector, I'm using an Optima ZK608 TST. And it's money. It's a money projector. Oof, is this TrackMan? No, it's GS Pro. It's GS Pro. GS Pro. Dylan, thanks for that follow. I appreciate the follow. Oh, Benny. Short side. I think you meant LM. What launch monitor? Launch monitor is a ProT VX overhead. Good clarification, TX. And the game is GS Pro that I'm playing. The TrackMan has the same software and the V-Track. I haven't had zero time this summer to get the V-Track stuff put out. It's still there, Joe. Still there. I've just had time. It's been like the busiest summer of my life, so I got to figure that out. It's a good question. Just inconsistent these days. I'll shoot 400 to come back, shoot next day 7 over. Yeah, rhythm's just gone. DJ, you can set your bag and your stock yards, 100%. That's how it knows the yardages. TX is the man. Donut Oreo, thanks for sharing the stream. DJ Dylan, thanks for sharing the stream. Lancer Bomb with the chilies. Thanks for the gifts, Lancer, and the roses. I know. I mean, my scores last year ranged from 67 to 83. This year, you know, it's hard to get in a good rhythm if you haven't played a lot, especially you haven't played a lot outdoors. TX plays like 40 rounds outdoors a day. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, dude, that's so not good there. That's not a good. Oh, this could be bad. This could be real bad. What tees do I play from? It depends. So like normal league rounds, I play like a lot of my rounds I play from 67 to 6,900, 6,800 yards, somewhere in there. And then if I'll play in like some of the bigger amateur events, those are playing around 7,000 yards. Just depends on the rounds, but say the majority of my logged rounds are in the 6,800 range. I haven't played a lot this year, maybe 20, 30. I always thought you were telling me you got to play like most days. Like you played a lot, like 60, 70 times. Maybe this year's been just different for you, TX, maybe? I feel like that you told me that. My lowest round is 67. So I wish it was lower, but it's not. That's my lowest. Gotta go. Usually 120. Yeah, that's what I thought you told me. Yeah. Okay, so I wasn't crazy. Yeah, I tied my low round last year with a 67 in the club championship. And my low round prior to that was my 67 prior to that was quite a few years ago. Prior to the sim, I really didn't get to play much golf. So best I have is when I was semi-retired. I had around 300. That'd be so awesome. That'd be a dream. That'd be such a dream. Well, get over. It was a good place, Koala. See this guy? It was a good place to pick up a trophy in 2025. Yeah. Wasn't bad. We'll get some hardware for it. Setup cost $25K. $25K for this one. Thanks for all the tips building. Hey, thanks, Chad. Get that, man. Thank you. Anybody having Waterbury open for league next week? 1 week? Anybody up for having the Waterbury? Oh, that'd be cool. That's a cool course. Yeah, I need to do that. TX, you're alive. Holy shit. I love that you said that, Coda. Oh, man. 25K is what we say all the time, but TX is like, yeah, right. Yeah, it was fun. Oh, lefty. Oh, no. Okay, give me a kick. I call no way. Call you no way. Oh, man. This is not ideal. We'll just punch her out, try to get up and down. Gold jacket, green jacket. Who gives a blick? What clubs do you? What clubs do I use, DJ? I've got the Mizuno Pro 243s in the bag right now. Titleist SM10 wedges. Old Ping G hybrid, QI10 3-wood, QI35 driver. We got a Scottish Circuit 62 right now as a putter. Scotty Cameron, Circuit 62. Nothing feels like a Mizuno. Can't remember that, dude. Gotta get out there and gotta give it the good old try, Coda. I feel like you could do it with the numbers you put up when you're younger. It's in there. There we go. Best score pre-simulator. It was the same pre as it has been post. Yeah. Although I would say like my best score came when I was playing a lot of golf, and then as I got older, I was just down to like a weekly 9-hole golfer. I just played every week 9 holes for league. Then I added the sim, and that opened up like all the winter months. And after not shooting my low score, 67 is my low. After not shooting that for quite a few years, I was able to do it again last year. So I would say the sim helped me with that, just getting more reps again. Do it. Oh. Felt like a little bit a lot to ask with how far that was carrying, but from 205, that's a good one from 205. Big Titleist guy. I feel like Titleist drivers are definitely big money. I do have the Titleist 620 CBs, and I loved playing those. I don't know really why I switched. I just wanted to try Mizunos. With a gunplay rained all day. Oh, that would have been a really good birdie. That would have been a really good birdie. Just got the GTS3 driver. It's insane. I think my brother has that one. That's the new one, right? The GTS3. I think my brother has that one, and he loves Titleist drivers, and I don't necessarily disagree. All right, here we go. What are we on, 16? We need a couple more birdies. Used Titleist since 98. Gotta say I've been loyal. Yeah. You know, I grew up playing ping. And all my clubs were ping. All my clubs were ping forever. And then I recently switched from ping to I switched from ping. My first club after ping was the Titleist 620s, and then after the 620s, I went to the Mizunos. I played ping like since I was a kid. Irons. Yeah, I hit this light. Or a little harder than that, maybe. Played Nike. Nice. On the Tiger train. Dude, Nikes were sick, but they were, you know, they were just new to the market. They were cool looking though. Stay there, stay there. I need one more. There's a birdie. All right, we got the 10 under. We're double digits. We just get a couple more. We're 10 under in the tournament. Maybe we can get to like 11 or try to get to 11. One more birdie in the last 2 holes. Okay, I guess we're just 9 under. We're 9 under in the tournament. Okay, we need one more birdie. 9 under. Treated me really well. Still have my 3 under the bag. Oh, nice. Big H with the follow. DJ with the follow. Thank you guys for that. Loved hitting that square driver it down into the square. The Nike Sasquatch. The square. That's crazy. Those drivers are nuts. Really spinny, but it's gonna work. Most of them, they sounded they were so loud. I don't want to say the word because you can't say that word on socials. Crosby, my handicap Crosby's like a 3.2 outdoors. Been shooting a lot of mid-70s this season. So, wish it was lower, but it's not terrible. Sit down, please. Don't hit the fringe. Go in. Oh, hits the flag. That was rude. Dang, the Holy Wand with the follow. I love Vice with the follow. Bruce Sharon at Big H with the follow. Thanks, guys. Blake Alford with the follow. Almost. Hennessy with the follow. I love Vic67 with the follow. Let's try to make this. This will get us a 10 under on the tournament if we could make this one. That one had a chance going in, didn't it? Let's go 16 uphill. Break. Well, I would say this. I was a plus handicap golfer when I was younger. And as I got older and played less golf, my handicap went up into like the 5 range. 6 probably at its peak. And getting the sim back. Last year I ended the season at a 1 outdoors. So it's just like opened up the ability to practice again and play more rounds. It's addicting, so I probably play too much. But it's been helping me bring my handicap back down. It's been helping me get reps again. Like having a driving range in your house, you know? All right, 18. Can we get one more? Helps to groove that swing, yeah. Stop production of their MBs unless you're a tour player. They probably just don't sell enough of them, right? Is that why? I'm sure they just don't sell enough. Guys, thanks for the follows. I hear that button go ding. Thank you. Colin LaRue, thanks for the follow. Nick with the follow. Merc Dowdy with the follow. Hennessy with the follow. Thanks, guys. All right, let's aim more center here. If we pull it a little bit or draw it a little bit, we'll be right at it. Little baby one here. Pulled it. Catch a piece. Darn it. Shoot. Plus with all the data, so it's better going to driving range. It is, and you can hit the balls you want to hit. There's a lot of reasons why I feel like it's better in the driving range. Now, I feel like the biggest transition from indoor to outdoor is like getting your alignment out when you're outdoors. You got to lay down some alignment sticks and figure out a way to get aligned and trust it, because indoors you get so comfortable just stepping up and repeat, and then you aim with the stick on where to go. So that's probably one of the hardest spots. I don't have a bunker mat, but I really don't see much of a point. You're not going to get any better with a bunker mat. The bunker is something you got to practice outside. I think their T-Series just do so well. It's not worth it for such a niche player. Yeah, probably not. All right, can we get a chip in to end this little... Chip in would be great. Oh, stop right there. Okay, we're gonna have to put it still. Signed up for the next tournament. Let's go, top dog. You won't make any enemies. It's a scramble. The tournaments are for fun. So we have the tournaments on mysimsetup.com. So go there. The sign up is open right now. It's filling up pretty quick. I think it's well over halfway full. There's probably 35 players already signed up. It'll be open sign up today. Greg's like, focus. We missed one of these earlier. I'm with you, Greg. I'm with you. Focusing. Greg knows how I can be. These aren't frees. These aren't gimmies. Okay. Two-man scramble. It is a two-man scramble, yep. And it's handicapped. All right, so 66, 68. That's going to be 10 under on the Pro Tour event this week. That ain't bad. What did we finish place-wise? We're in 20th right now. The week's long from over. But we're in 20th on the Pro Tour event. That ain't bad. Probably end up in the top 40. Yeah, random pairings. So it'll spin a random pairing, and then it'll merge the handicaps. And it's a lot of fun. We play inside the Discord channel. And it's got a whole scheduling tool built into it, so it schedules the matches. We have a tournament going on right now that's just finishing up. And then, yeah, it's just a ton of fun. We're having a blast doing it. So, hey, Sibo Tees. What's up, Sibo? Good morning from the other side of the world. I appreciate you. All right, if you're on TikTok and you guys want a tour of the sim, hang around. I'm going to say goodbye to the YouTube guys, then we'll grab this camera, and I'll give you a full tour. So if you guys want a tour, type tour. Let me know you want one, and I'll give you a tour of the sim. If you guys want a tour, I'm going to say goodbye to my family on the TikTok side, my friends and family over here that I love. And then I'll give you guys a quick tour. All right, guys. I want to say thank you. Fan funding tonight. Thank you to all the members out there. Thank you everybody who's a member on the channel. Appreciate you guys. The ticker's finally working again. So everybody who's a member, you are on the ticker. I'm going to say goodbye for tonight. We'll be back hopefully tomorrow night for Live League. And we'll see then. We got a bunch of t-shirts to give away. We got a backlog of t-shirts to give away for Live League and a bunch to send out. So I'll try to get that done tomorrow. And then we've had like 4 weeks where I've been super busy traveling and all that stuff, so we haven't done giveaways at the beginning of the streams. So we're going to go back through those tournaments and do it. Some of you have a couple of net wins, and you'll be in there. So, all right, guys, have a wonderful night. Thanks for hanging with me. It was good to see you, and we'll see you tomorrow. If you're on TikTok, I'll give you a tour. Just type tour in the chat. I'll get you on the ticker. I just updated the ticker tonight, so it's working. I got to update the names tomorrow, Mr. Foster. We'll get you on there. You'll be on there tomorrow night for Live League. I can promise you that. So. And there'll be some of you that fell off. Some people on the ticker fell off. And then some of my homies, you guys came on. So thank you guys. All right, we'll see you tomorrow night.